Today we want to look at the number line. In the meantime, remember that there are other videos, including CSEC Mathematics past papers, on mathematicsclass.org. So the number line, let me form a line here and take this as my number line. At the center of the number line you have 0. To the right of 0 you have positive 1, positive 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. To the left, negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4, negative 5, and so on. Alright? Now, here I can use a number line to add two numbers. If I say I want 2 plus 3, what is 2 plus 3? I identify 2 and I go 1, 2, 3 places to the right, and it end up over 5. So 2 plus 3 is 5. Now, suppose I want negative 3 plus 4. I identify negative 3 plus 4 means I move 4 places to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, and I end up over 1. So negative 3 plus 4 is positive 1. Alright? Suppose I say 2 minus 5 equal, and I use a number line, I end up at 2. It says minus 5 means I must go to the left 5 places. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I end up at negative 3. So 2 minus 5 is negative 3. It's like saying I have $2 million in the bank. I am operating a business where I use all the 2 million and borrow. Or let's say I have $2 million in the bank. I don't want to touch the 2 million. I borrow $5 million. What's my net worth? Remember, I owe them 5 million, but at any time I could use my 2 million and pay off part of that 5 million to have 3 million owed. So I owe 3 million. So my net worth is negative 3 million. Alright? I have 2 million, but I owe 5 million. My net worth, all the wealth that I have, amounts to a negative 3 million, because I could use the 2 million and pay off 2 out of the 5 and then owe 3 million. So that's what it means. Here I can say that 3 is to the right of 1. So therefore 3 is greater than 1. Remember, it's like a bird beak, and the bird open its beak to the bigger food, turn its back to the smaller food. So this is my bird. 3, 1. So here this sign is like a bird beak. 3 is greater than 1. So it faces 3, the bigger food. 3 is greater than 1. I could write that like this. 3 is greater than 1 with an open circle. Alright? So I have to go to the right to 3. So in this case 3 is greater than 1. Suppose I say 3 is greater than or equal to 1. 3 is greater than or equal to 1. Alright? Now I would shade this circle. Now this is saying 3 is actually greater than or equal to 1. Well, I would need a circle here. 3 is greater than or equal to 1. Now suppose I say x is greater than 5. Then what I do is put an open circle, go to the right. These are values of x. So x is greater than 5. Now if I say x is greater than or equal to 5, then I shade the circle, showing that values of x are greater than or equal to 5, showing that 5 is included in it. Let me get some space to do some more things here. I want to show that x is greater than -1, and at the same time it is x is less than -1, I should say. X is less than -1. Alright? Values of x are also greater than -4. So I identify -1 greater than, I put an open circle. X is less than -1 means the values of x are to the left of -1. X is also greater than or equal to 4, -4. This is -4. Greater than -4, not equal to, just greater than -4. So the values of x are greater than -4 and less than 1. So x, the values of x lie between this and this. Alright, I could use these arrows as well. These are values of x. So x is between -1 and -4. Now if I had said x is greater than or equal to 1, and I put a greater than or equal to sign there, that would mean 1 is included. When I say greater than or equal to, 1 is included there. Alright? X is less than or equal to -1, I mean, because the smaller part of the beak, the back of the beak, is pointing to x. So the bird had turned its back to x. X is smaller. X is less than -1. X is less than or equal to -1 means that the value of -1 is included. So I shade the -1. Now let's backtrack a bit. Here, let me erase these. Here, the values included, the set of values would be -2, -3. That's it. You don't include -1 nor -4. Alright? Let's do it again for positive values of x. Suppose I say the values of x is greater than 1, and at the same time x is less than 5. What I would be saying is that from x is greater than 1, I identify 1, I identify 5. 1 is not included, 5 is not included. So in this case, the values of x are between 1 and 5. Now, if I should write the set of values, it would be 2, 3, and 4. Now, suppose I say 5. X is greater than or equal to 5 and greater than, x is less than or equal to 5 and greater than 1. This is also saying 5 is greater than x. Greater than or equal to 5. 5 is included, so I shade the circle. So it is saying that the values included are 2, 3, 4, and 5. So I have 2, 3, 4, and 5. Suppose now I say x is less than or equal to 5 and is greater than or equal to 1. Then 1 is included. I shade this, and the values are 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So that's one way of representing these values. Right? Now this is a matter of showing a range of values on the number line. So we have looked at adding two numbers on the number line, one number plus another number, one number minus another number. And we've also looked at what happens when you show these as inequalities. Remember, these are called inequalities. They're not equal. In this case, they're less than or equal to, but there is some inequality there on the number line. Alright? When it's less than or greater than, you show an open circle, and you don't include that number. When it's less than or equal to or greater than or equal to, then you shade the circle. Alright? If I say x is greater than negative 3, then I'm starting from negative 3 onwards. If I say x is greater than or equal to negative 3, then I shade this circle. And these are the values of x. These are values of x. I didn't write the x there. These are values of x. Alright, so the range of values of x there using the number line. So the number line is a useful instrument. Now, one of the number lines that you will see in reality is that line on the thermometer. You have 0, say this is in degrees Celsius, 1, 2, 3, negative 1, negative 2, negative 3. That's a number line, you know. 0 is the point at which water freezes. So negative 2 is colder than 0. Negative 2 is less than 0. It's below 0 here. On the number line, negative 2 is to the left of 0. It's 1, 2, 3. 3 is greater than 2. It's higher than 2 here. On the number line, it is to the right of 2, so it is greater. Alright. So we'll look at that some more at a later date, and we will move on to other topics soon. So I'll see you.